Okay guys, as promised, I am here matched up with the T1000 butt section with the T900 tip section. 6-ounce gripper lead, Fathom 15 loaded 20-pound main line, and we're going to see how mixing these tips up will do, will handle, how the rods will handle. I mean, had a guy message me a little while ago now and said to me what they do with their T1000s, and you would be absolutely surprised if I told you they actually took sizes off them to balance the rod slightly. Each to their own. Me personally, I wouldn't have the bottle to cut mine up. I've got to be honest, it'd take a lot. I mean, the guy literally tried a rod, was slightly shorter, fell in love with it, and went home and took a hacksaw to both of his. Now, I've definitely not got the bottle to do that. I do love the T1000, but I'm a big fan of the T900. So what I've got here at the moment is a T1000 butt with a T900 tip. I'm looking forward to trying a T900 butt with the T1000 tip. But this one here now will be a lot stiffer in the butt section, but we'll still have the glass tip action. So let's see how it handles. I've got 6-ounce lead on this, and yeah, gonna send one out and see how it handles with mixing the tips up. So let's get into the review. Okay guys, here we go. First cast, T1000 butt, T900 tip. Let's see how we get on then. I'll thumb that. I don't know what to say. It felt lovely. I've got to be honest. I didn't know how that would handle with that stiffer butt, with that tip, but I've got to be honest, I let that go around slightly then, and I'm gonna hit one now. I didn't really hit that, and at the end of the day, if we're gonna do this review, you've got to give it all, ain't you? You've got to give it all, and the response for that then was lovely. Always find with the glass tips just to let it go round slightly more and see how it goes. I could give that loads more then, loads more. Right, let's get another one out then. Okay then, here we go again. So, just going to get in position and I'm just going to hit this. Jesus Christ. Do you know what? That is like a catapult. That's lovely. That is absolutely lovely. Do you know what that flew? I've got to be honest with you, okay? I've always said that the T900 and the T1000 there was a gap. Big fan of both rods, but it's like you get the Fireblade now, don't you? You get a carbon version and you also get a glass tip version. I feel like the T1 and the T9 should both have the same thing. Just like obviously the T1000 have a tip to match the stiffness, and the T900 just have like a carbon tip. I've got to be honest guys, what a rod. I am so impressed with that. I would take that to the channel, no problem at all. I've got to be honest, I'm quite tempted to mix them up. 6-ounce lead that was. I'm going to open the mags now. I'm going to put the camera to the right hand side to get a different angle from it, and let's see if we can get right into them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come away slightly and I'm going to really wind one up. 6-ounce lead. I'm so impressed. So impressed with that, is literally unreal. Okay. I'll let the train go past a minute. Okay. Do you know what? That, I've got to be honest, is probably, that's full to the brim, right? I stopped that then. That there is probably one of the nicest rods, if not the nicest rods I've ever cast in my life. I'm out there. That was flying, absolutely flying. So, I don't know what else to say. So nice. You know, the T9 slightly, you get that movement in the butt. You don't get that. That there is total loveliness. I've got to be honest, I really like that. I'm gonna have one more cast with a bigger lead, and then I think we'll end the little trailer there, guys. I mean, we come out today to have a play to see what would happen if we matched up both rods with different butts and tips. My overall review of the T1000 with a T900 tip at the moment is one of the nicest rods I've ever cast in my life. Just an absolute animal. You can literally give that all and it flies. Absolutely flies. Yeah, I'm really liking that. Okay then, so 200 gram lead, 7 ounces, and just I love it. I've got to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if I start fishing, I start using these rods matched up more often. Chesil, Bristol Channel, T1000 butt with T900 tip, what a rod. If I went to Norway, I've got to be honest, see, it's hard to tell because of the fishing and what the rod bends in like with a fish, but for casting, I love it, I really do. Let's get one of these out then. Okay, so we have a 200 gram lead about to go out. Deck your lead there a little bit. Deck your lead. I've got try to use this longer drop, and I've got so much of the bank going back up behind me here. It's not a fantastic place to cast, but I thought there'd be no one around. Got a chance to do the review, and yeah, we'll give that one more. I'll get it in a minute, but I think I can carry out this review already. I was more looking forward to T900 but and the T1000 tip. After using that, I don't know what else to say. Absolute unreal. Just pleasure. It's got the only thing. There's so much power in it, and if you're lucky enough to own a pair of T1000s and T900s, my advice would be go and try it, because that there, anywhere you're looking for complete distance and lots of tide and stuff using a glass tip, that is a different kettle of fish altogether. I mean, it really is. I mean, I love that butt. I love the butt. I think, if I'm honest, I prefer the T1000 butt section, but I prefer the T900 tip section. And watching that now, it's just proved that to me. But I'm going to get one more out with this, and then we'll jump in review. Okay, guys. So let's get it all set up. It's all set up. Let's get these legs clicked in. One more to end the review, and I'll give my verdict on the rod. I'm gonna have to use, I can't use such a long drop. I'm gonna have to shorten the drop slightly, just because of where I'm casting. I will do a fishing review with this, guys, but let's get into it. What can I say? I'm going to bring this in and then we'll jump into it. I do love it. I really, really do. What a rod. As you bring it through, you can feel the power in the T1000 butt, but the tip loads up lovely. I mean, just an absolute animal. I mean, years ago I heard of people doing it with the WR300 butt with a TTR tip, and opposite way round as well. I mean, a lot of people used to get them specially made from Century, and I think it's something you would be able to do custom if you got hold of them. But I'll go through my overall view now, but I am so I can't believe how much I like that rod. It's just absolutely unreal. The distance is unreal. I'm well at that out there. It's a little bit of a reef when you're out there at distance. I was right over the top back end of that then. I could feel it coming right all the way through. Yeah. What a rod. What a rod. Okay guys, what can I say? Just an absolute animal. I mean, there is no other word for it. It's, do you know, I've always been a big fan of T900, and I found sometimes that I love the T1000, but sometimes it's a bit, when you especially got big tides and stuff, it's a lot of rod. I mean, the rod's made for big fish over rough ground, and that's what it's built for. And I do love the T1000, but for some reason but the T9 is my overall favourite, and I've got to be honest now, I prefer that than the T900. I prefer that stiffness in the tip, in the butt section, if I'm honest. Exactly the same like with the SU, when I was using the SU many years ago. I've always been a fan of that mid power, and that is what you get with that rod. As you can see, T1000 but T900 tip. As you can see, the spigot's fit in fine, and that was the only thing I was worried about, because I've never done it until I got down here. I got told you could do it, and I got down here and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna have a go and see what's it about, and I'm in love. I really am. If I'm going ray fishing, this is what I would be taking from now on. That butt section with that tip, it just, as you bring it round, you can feel power. There's no movement at all, and as it comes round, you can get. Hopefully, you can pick it up on the GoPro camera, picking it up on which I attached to the rod. But it's just total power as you come round. The recovery in that tip is it's I don't know. There's no way to express that tip. I mean, by far the best glass tip in the world. It's just an absolute work of art, the T900. But with that, to me personally, that is a next step up. I can see a lot of people who've got a T1000, a T900 trying this, and I could see a lot of people going out their way to getting them custom built and having them. I mean, if you've got a chance to try that rod and you're a big fan of the Century range, I would do it. If you've got a friend who's got two of them, or you've got one and he's got the other, mix them around, go and try it up, guys, because that is a totally opener to me. I mean, I was recommended to do it. I know the guy recommended cutting a section. He preferred it having a bit shorter butt section, so they actually took a hacksaw to it and cut it down just to bring it round quicker for casting. Now, for me personally, I don't go casting anymore. My casting days are well and truly over. I'm a fisherman at the end of the day, and I do love that rod. I couldn't take a hacksaw to it. I can see why they do it. I can see why, because obviously as you come around, it is a big rod to bring round. But with that shorter butt section, it just enables you to bring it round quicker. But me personally, probably one of the nicest, if not the nicest rod I've ever cast in my life. I mean, if you want power in the midsection with that glass tip, it's just, you look at that. I mean, it's everything you want. That is perfect for Norway. I want to see how the rod setup together would handle fishing. So it might be a case I'll take this to Chesil next time, and I'll do a session with the T1000 butts and the T900 tips, and see how we get on with them, guys. See how we get on. But that is the review on the T1000 butt section with the T900 tip, and as you can see, I'm very, very impressed. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed the production. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button and like button to help support the channel. And for those who are new to the channel, lots of different things coming your way. Obviously all the main sea fishing productions are now on the Sea Angle Adventures channel. And for those of you that enjoy the reviews and the hints and tips and stuff like that, do check out the Sea Fishing Show. So that's all from us today. As I said, thanks for the support. We'll see you in another adventure. Tight lines.